private jet issue. My response may not go down well. As Darius Dillon, who campaigned against private jet, use of private jet against President Weir. I want to publicly apologize to President Weir. We did not understand the constraints and the reasons and the justification for using private jet.
What troubles me is to hear a sitting president, Joseph Walker, and his men to try to tear our country apart. We are a post-conflict nation. Our peace is fragile. What we need to do is to reconcile and bring our people together, not to separate us, not to divide us, not to destroy this country anymore.
How can Liberians decide on progressiveness and think on how they can build and develop their country? How can 178 years old country build capacity of young Liberians and create job opportunity and enable the Liberian citizens to live a better life? To answer these questions plus many more, John K. OK and Princess Elessa Vante Colley from Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the program Freedom Hub, for the most informative talk show that brings the real issue without fear to the Liberian people on Freedom FM 87.9.
Guess what? Then people come and play. I swear. How are we the EPA with me? The song I want me and they get it wrong. My husband has edition and singing from Freebo. What's that to you? Know, it's on us. We didn't buy it. Yes, say that. We didn't stop running about. You were running behind.
It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you came to rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you. Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, that's why you told us. You even claim to even be the hero from your experience. But why you for us? So why the rest press not stable? No job, no food to put on the table. No justice for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest and show your kids can go. No opportunity for the youth. Instead of helping body, breaking poverty on the youth. Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people. I hate to say you got no love. It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That who you came to rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. You say you was going to change things. But we not seeing changes. Promises you made you and your rescue team. Stay, we not seeing changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. That who you came to rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you. That's what I'm yama 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 yama. I will like drama 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 drama. I leave you all sama 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 sama. Mr. Rescue, I just wanna ask you one question. That who you came to rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you.
Okay.
And guess what? The people come and pay. I swear. I will with the EPA with me. The son of our man and they get a husband as edition and cycling from Freepo. I was there to, you know, it's on say with the mic, yes, say, not with the most of
It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you came to rescue? Oh, you not give him the people what they want. Then you say you came to rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue. The people say not like you.
Okay, folks.
You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh,
on this wet Wednesday,
you even claim to even be the hero from your experience. But why you
we are here once again on the biggest afternoon conversation in Liberia. If you're driving home, drive with care. Those of you on the bus, in the taxi, on the back, some of you stay in your offices. We like to say welcome. Our young chief Oliver Khan is not here today. We still awaiting him, however. Our lovely princess will drive the train today. She's sitting in the big chair. Plenty of discussion in Liberia. Rescue Republic.
You say you are going to change.
We're sitting in the capital, Cocaine. We're right here on this lovely wet Wednesday.
We're not saying changes. You made the whole country divided into two. CDC and Unity Party, they can't conclude. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. You downsizing, you wish hunting. Now on the top of the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue.
Okay, welcome to Freedom Hub right here on Freedom 87.9 FM. And yes, we are here once again. After a couple of hours, you go to bed, you come back, you princess.
Why you still want to add me to this? Like, why? Why do you want to do that?
No, I like that because you said something the other day. You said, even though you just, I don't know, I can say concluded what was said years back, but we keep going.
We don't know where we are.
We don't know where we're heading. No, we know where we are.
But we just going.
Yeah, we just going. We don't know where we're heading. People will say Judgment Day. Others will say take time. But one of the beauty of life is that if you don't want to die, don't be born. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so Princess, welcome again on this Saturday. I think this day in the week.
It is not Saturday.
I mean, Wednesday. I think
okay?
No, you know. I won't rush for something. I'll rush you for something.
You get what into it. But anyways.
I don't know. I'm not getting you.
So, yeah, I don't know what. I don't know what's happening as well.
Yeah.
Are you getting me now?
No.
Chris, if you're out there, please help us.
Our young technician, please come and handle our princess because she's a princess. She need to be safe. Yeah. Okay. As we're trying to set up things. So, Chris, we urgently need you. On Freedom Hub to settle things here.
Please work something out.
Yeah, so
but I don't know if our viewers are actually hearing me. I'm not sure.
Yeah, but let me get this stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, guys, we're trying to.
Yeah.
Just a minute.
Yeah.
but they like it when people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You and your rescue team. I say, oh, it's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now who you give the rescue? You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you.
Okay, I think we.
I'm still having
Okay.
I'm still having a problem with the I'm still having a problem.
Okay.
So I think
Yeah.
we have to
Yeah. So we're trying
we're
to
trying to settle one or two
set up.
stuff in here.
Yeah.
Like I don't go ahead while
That's
we're
life. Sometimes these things happen. That's the reality of life. But today is Wednesday. We are here. I got a friend and said Wednesday because I thought I'll make another mistake. But we here. Okay, Princess, welcome.
um
Yeah,
am I
yeah, I get it. Yeah.
I don't know my village boy I mean today. For real. But I would like to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you. However, will you joining us? We'd like you to welcome to today's thank you so much. We'd like you to welcome to today's presentation of Freedom Hub. We have a lot to talk about. Yesterday we started a conversation that has taken over the entire country,
Mhm.
and I think almost everybody is probably discussing this, whether it is on the social media or of the social media. But we're back today. As you can see, for those of you who are watching us, Oliver is not here. Wherever he is, I hope he is in one piece, and he will return here tomorrow for us to continue. The usual thing that we're always on. But yeah, Adrian is here in the driver's seat, and I might leave him here to handle one or two stuff. But yeah, welcome.
I think today the driver's seat is in the middle, but we yeah, like Princess said, plenty of things happening across Liberia. And yesterday, if not 100% of the nation's population will be aware of where the former vice president is. 95% knows that, yes, the vice president of the Republic of Liberia served under the CDC Coalition for Democratic Change, Madam Howard Taylor, a former senator, former first lady, is at the South Beach or the Central Prison in Liberia. How did it happen? There are speculations across the country, and we're going to speak on a couple of issues. Yes, because it is important that our people in the villages, in the communities, in the towns, in the cities, know exactly what is happening. There are a couple of speculations, Princess. People, I think if you were to observe, let me say this first before we move forward. If you were to observe, I do not see the zeal. I stand to be corrected, but I do not see the zeal from even the opposition. I mean, the ruling establishment. I mean, partisans of the Unity Party, with Jua going to jail compared to some of the people. If you make some analysis and say comparison, if it was Stuart today, if it were Nathaniel McGill today, there are some women who came in defense yesterday and even up to today in defense of the former vice president. And this issue of how the Unity Party decides to handle drug a fight or the fight of drug in Liberia, I think it has two fronts. There are other people who believe that it is not holistic. Other people see it as witch hunt. While people are saying you cannot fight, a drug selectively on selective justice. What do you think, Princess?
Okay, so I think yesterday, I don't know if I said this, but in a conjunct, there's no short memory.
Yeah, everybody also.
Yeah, with how everything is happening. But there are actually different views from different places. After, in fact, we were on the show yesterday while I was reading some views from different people, people who are independent, people who care so much about this country, and even people who are, I don't want to say politician, but people who are, political parties, fanatics, right? I saw different views from them on the social media. And one of the views I actually read from is a very amazing young woman. I don't know if she's young, but yeah, an amazing woman. And she was asking, um, is this, like as you said, is this something that is fair enough given the fact that the former vice president was just named just a few days ago while she was on her way to Ghana? And the drama occurred, so she was brought back. She was taken to a medical facility in the country, and after a few days she went back to the Liberia National Police headquarters, and then she was charged with a lot of different things. She was asking about the same energy used in expediting, I don't want to speak people, in
The rushing with it, they won't make it to happen.
Yeah.
Babu, you're strong.
In expediting the former vice president's case, she is concerned about that same energy not being used to handle, other people who are also involved, other people who have been named, other people who, are said to have been involved deeply with this same drug situation. And I think that is a valid, concern, because I also share that same concern. You have a lot of Liberians asking these questions about the fairness of it all, and the manner in which it was done. And the very people who are using their strength or their influence or their positions to actually do these things, they've also been accused, right? So the question is it going to be the same way around it? Because Leroy Harris, yesterday we talked about that, his name was called, the former vice, not former vice president, but the president's son, Jojo Boakai Jr. At a point in time, his name was mentioned in a video believed to be from the cartel. And even some of these Unity Party government officials said this video is not fake. It is not a doctored video. It is not anything that is artificial intelligence, AI. So obviously it is a real video. So the question we did not ask, or maybe it was asked by some people, is did our government officials, especially the investigators, the Ministry of from the Ministry of Justice, the Liberia National Police, I don't want to say much about NSA because they do their thing covertly, 100%. But did it actually go beyond just the video on the social media? Did it go beyond that to authenticate as to whether this president's son is 100% involved? Because, mind you, that was considered an accusation. It was considered, as a video, that is here to drag this man's, he said his business image, right? To drag his image.
And businesses that we don't even know about.
Exactly, because according to him, he is focusing on running his businesses. And besides, when this Ibrahim guy reached out to him, he told this guy, I'm not an official of the government. I'm going to link you. I'm going to bring people forward. And according to him, Joseph Boakai Jr., he said he took the minister of youth and sports, Colinia, crowd, and also someone accompanied them who is ambassador to France, right? So all these things are, I think, dots that our people who are investigating the Ministry of Justice, the Liberia National Police, and all the people involved, these are things that should have updated us on. But I saw something like, oh no, we ask questions and we found out that you not get no link. So what did you use to determine that this man has no link with the cartel, according to you, the video that is not fake? But then you have other people who probably received gifts, allegedly, and these people are now where they're not supposed to be. And this person, in fact, the former vice president, now she is there at the central prison. So, Jerome, all these things are happening. It is obviously going to undermine, or has already undermined, the entire investigative process, because people are asking, and it has become way more political at this point in time, because something becomes political when the people who are handling it make it political.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if they had used that same effort, that same energy to the Mac Kuaga from the airport, the Leroy George Harris from Private Buy, the Johnny Boladin who received 10,000 according to them. He has no connection, but he received money to provide comfort
Yeah.
for people who are, accused of this whole drug thing. And you also have the OIC who is dismissed now, Biako.
But they didn't do anything
Nothing.
according to
Yeah.
the
No
government that wanting
connection.
to
So
fight
so
drugs
I
as well.
see inconsistencies, as I said the other day, and it continues every day because we see these things, and now people are rejoicing as though this is like a celebration, a birthday celebration of the president or the vice president or Alexa's birthday celebration. Oh yeah, we got one big president for now. Other side. This
Yeah.
should not be the fight, and I will say this over and over again. I am against drug in this country. Like, you can do anything you want to do. Whatever I say, it is up to you. But the manner in which you're going to do it, it raises, questions as well. So I mean, that's basically how it is now. But I will also join, and I saw some people, Samuel Kogai, right? I think he was asking a question about the president's son. Why has he not been called for questioning yet? And I'm also asking if he was called. Maybe that was done secretly. I don't know, because I'm not sure we have any
We only saw his response.
So I'm not sure we have any public record as
Yeah.
to
And one of the things we left out, or maybe you didn't touch on, how she was paraded in the street with from the court. There were other people we didn't see. Huh? Today we don't know where they are. And if you were to look at how the government is fighting and trying to use the justice system, it goes back as far as the former justice minister who was jailed under the previous government, Madam Scout. When the Unity Party government came to power, President Bouaka stripped out that and brought that lady without anything back into or out of prison. All of the people in the drug issue who are connected, some of them with the president's son, are working free today. People who are connected with the police chief are working free today. Once you are part of the Unity Party, once you are a friend of the president or the friend of the president's son, and we in the Unity Party, we believe that we should fight drug, but we are not going to handcuff you. We are going to use you as witness. We are going to say, hey, we are investigating you based on, working procedures, not based on the drug, because that's what the government did concerning Biago. Look, no government that is serious, wanting to fight any crimes, will come and say, oh, Mr. X is for me, so I'm going to punish him, but Mr. X, let your food there on the table. We don't punish people that way. Oh, John, you are a stepchild, you're not going to eat. And so we believe that this government is not yet ready, whether you like it or not, whether you represent the government or not. Look, if you were to go in communities, this fight is divided, Princess. As the country is divided, this fight against drug, as the government is proceeding, is bad. The question is, why did you sack the ORC?
when he has nothing to do with the cartel.
He didn't commit any crime.
No.
He didn't commit any crime, according to President Bouaka and his fighters of drugs. The former ORC of the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency didn't commit any crime. But he has to go, according to the same people who fighting drug today.
You can't say you're fighting something, then you're being selective.
Yeah.
And that's where politics actually comes in,
Yeah.
right? Because you are saying anyone, any person who is involved, any person whose name is going to be mentioned, that person will automatically pay for what they've done. They're going to have their, moments in court.
Yeah.
And if that person is found guilty, that person is going to serve, their time they need to serve.
Mhm.
That is the initial argument that we're not going to shoot anybody.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That has always been it. Even though the inspector general of police, Greg, I remember on one of his press conferences when he was addressing the public, and you had journalists there, he said something about big hands, if that's the best way
Yeah.
to put it. And since that moment, Liberians have looked forward to hearing the name or seeing that high
Profile.
ranking or high profile government official of this government. We're yet to see that. Fast forward to a week later, the former vice president, who is a member of the opposition community, of course, she was told, hey, you need to come here. We need to ask you some questions. Look, I know you don't tell a person when they're under surveillance, right? When you are keeping tab on a person, you're investigating a person, you don't automatically need to say, hey, Alexa, you're being investigated. No, because I don't really need to know that you're investigating me. Maybe you might have heard something or you have something on me that you think you need to investigate. So obviously, the former vice president was not informed, and that's basically how investigation goes. She was being investigated, and the day she was traveling out of this country to, I think she was attending a conference in Ghana, she was told she cannot leave the country. She's been called to answer questions. Okay. She said, I'm coming, but she was, waiting for her lawyer and everything else. She left the airport and, she got to town, and we saw exactly what happened, how what happened, and everything else. This former vice president was taken to a medical facility, as I said earlier on, because she didn't feel well. Usually when you have shock,
Yeah.
even as a young person, there are some things that are going to shock you, and you'll be like, whoa. So obviously, maybe you're going to have high blood pressure, or you're going to have the other, based on what's happening around you. Shock
Yeah.
can cause a lot of things. So that happened. And after that, you took her back to Central. I'm sure the charges were read to her. And all kind of charges. They put money laundering. They put, I think criminal facilitation. They put something about drugs, trafficking. All these things are listed. Granted, you say, oh no, the thing about George Bennett, non-buildable, so you gotta
Yeah.
go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. The former vice president is now at Central. That's a point. So you made everybody to focus on this single case, this individual. I know she is a prominent figure in our country. Her own benefiting. Can we go back to the other people in our, of course. Can we go back to, because they're going to go to court, right?
Yeah.
So can we go back to the previous names that were mentioned?
Yeah.
The 300 and some more million, we're still on that.
It's like the former vice president is with the court system now.
Nothing new.
Yeah, so the government now can proceed.
Yes, thank you.
With the other names.
That
so
is my request.
Yeah, but in my opinion, I think where the government is trying to shield these people, like you said, non-biddable, you can pay anything, you can guarantee anything to pull somebody out.
No, that
and that is why it is obvious today you see the vice president or the former vice president is in prison. And that's the game the Unity Party folks are playing. Because once they charge Johnny Boladi, they charged the friend of the president's son who was working as a deputy to the airport.
Mark.
Once they charge Mark and any other person who is close within the circle of the Unity Party or friend to the president, obviously they are going to soft beach. And that is the reason, that is the point the Unity Party government is playing. And so we can say to you, President Bwaka, you are not serious to fight drug.
And also Jerome, right? You see, the thing about intentionality, I want to start speaking people. The thing about okay,
do
being,
your purpose.
I'll borrow from you being serious, right?
Yeah.
The thing about being serious is you don't care about what's happening or
Yeah.
what has happened, right? If your goal here is you're fighting drugs regardless of who is involved, whether the former vice president is now awaiting trial, her case is on hold because the entire country already knows what you did, the charges and everything we have discussed.
According to what the government.
According to what exactly. Now, what happens to the other people? So if you're really serious, we're not focused on the other people. I didn't see Leroy Harris, being handcuffed.
Carried to court.
Let's forget about being handcuffed. In fact, I didn't see him at the Liberia National Police headquarters for questioning. I'm not sure if anyone has a footage. Please send that to us. But it has been days. I didn't see that. What I saw, I'm sure you also saw that the same thing is we saw, police vehicles there at private bar.
Yeah.
That's what I saw.
And it's open now.
Oh, okay. See, that's what I saw. Right. And it was not one day. I think I saw that on two separate occasions. I saw that from our friends who were reporters in the field. I saw that. There are videos to that effect. I saw that. Mac, I haven't seen Mac. Have you? I haven't seen Mac. And then we had another situation with the distressed vessel.
Yeah.
And there was a letter addressed to Maritime. And who wrote that? Mark wrote that. I have not seen all these individuals. I haven't seen the Ibrahim whose name was mentioned in the video.
Bar?
No, Tuare.
Oh, Ibrahim Tuare. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen him. And all these things we keep saying. So what is different? And you're going to tell people they're politicized in the fight against drugs. That should go to you, because we have always said this is not a political situation, but something becomes political when the people handling it makes it political.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When it becomes political, that's a problem. When a person is handling a case and that person makes it political, it is political. So now you have everybody going back and forth. Everybody is now an expert, a communication expert. Everybody is talking about this, a gift and this, and that. Now, the man who is at the center of it all, Inspector General of Police, Gregory Coleman, this man has been accused not on one occasion. No, not on one occasion. Before even Martin, I don't want to talk about Martin so much. Before even Martin talked about it, there were people pointing fingers, right? I think one of the speculations at first was, Johnny Bola didn't receive $10,000. Yeah. And he received that money at the headquarters of the Liberia National Police. So it was not like something that was in hiding. Somebody bring the money, I take it down, go to my boss man. It was said that this man took $10,000 to be able to provide comfort for those drug dealers who were arrested. So don't worry, everything will be smooth for you here. Like the comfort now, So he received money, $10,000, to provide comfort. And it was said that he took that $10,000 to his boss man, who is Greg. And Greg took $8,000 and gave him $2,000. Yeah. That is an allegation.
Yeah.
Right? It is an allegation. So for that to mean Greg actually did that, it means Greg should also be investigated.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
That's one part.
Only if you are serious in fighting what you call drug.
So asking questions doesn't mean this man is guilty. You could call me today and say, Jerome said he stole chicken and you didn't get it here too. Yeah, you are there. You saw somebody can do it. And, when the person get a chicken, you didn't get it here too. So you are calling me to ask me questions. I will provide my account. It doesn't mean I am guilty. Based on what I say, you investigate what I say. People say there are two sides. I always say there are three sides. your side must sign the truth. The truth is in the middle.
Yeah.
So probably I'm going to say what I need to say for me to feel good about myself and present my case as a favorable one for me. And you could do the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the truth is here. And that truth can only be revealed when someone else investigates and that person comes to us with, findings, an independent one.
Yeah.
So the question is, why haven't you asked our inspector general questions? Why haven't you, called him? I don't know if you guys called him because at one point, also to say, oh, the man the investigator, the man clear. We need independent people to investigate now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's basically what people are also asking. It doesn't mean Greg is guilty.
But I think
But
Princess,
when everybody around you, like all your people near around you, another incident again, Quabble.
that's what I wanted to see.
Quabble.
How is it possible that Princess says she Ajay say he collected 10,000 and gave the bossman all over the
Yeah.
money, then all over gave Ajay 2,000, 8,000 beat the two all over office, packet. Then Princess too, Princess they say, oh, that Princess carried the thing in the office there.
Yeah.
But then the bossman say he know about these things.
Yeah.
But he said, in telling the public, I know about it, but Princess, y'all go say that we're sacking y'all.
Yeah.
Boladi is not operating as a police intelligence chief as he was
No, he is
before
not.
the issue of drug. But according to the Unity Party government, according to President Bouaka, he still trusts the performance of the police director. The ORC, officer in charge of the former ORC of the drug enforcement agency in Liberia, was the HR.
He is still, I think.
No, I didn't tell you for now.
From the both
yeah, they said
positions.
they said the man ain't do anything with Paul.
Why is he not working?
The DEA and his police job, they said, my man, go sit down. But and all of these things, as Princess said, all of these things are accusations.
Yeah.
So based on the accusation, all of you who saying, oh, you just concluded that Madam Juwata is saying Joe, she involved. That's not how it is.
And for the record,
Yeah.
right? For the record, the former vice president is not guilty at this point in time.
Yeah. Yeah.
She is presumed innocent
Yeah.
until she goes to court. Now you have the charges. The charges are not things that you say. These are, how do I say it? I won't face it. The charges are allegation.
Yeah.
So that the thing that they say she did.
Yeah.
They say, oh, that the thing that you do. And the prosecutors, they're saying we have pieces of evidence. According to them, they have a substantial evidence
Yeah.
that will further indict the former vice president that she did all these things she is accused of.
Mm-hmm.
So she is there because obviously that Joe's been in. So she can't also because she is accused, she will be there.
Yeah.
Until she be going to court.
Yeah.
And that is done. So based on what happens at trial, when she is found guilty, then
Yeah.
it is concluded that she is guilty.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now it goes back to Greg. It goes back to ORC. You said ORC did not do nothing. Your investigation didn't get any link with is it cartel, right?
Yeah.
So why are they
Not working.
not working? Why have they left their positions with the Mac guy, Quabo,
Yeah.
Kolako,
Yeah.
and all these people? So it means you're making fun of us.
Yeah.
It sounds like we don't understand what's happening in the country. We're just talking, and it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You said they may received he got a car from the cartel, from one George Harris private bar who is also accused. Okay, go sit down. We find nothing on you, but go sit down. Like make that make sense for me. Make that make sense. I'm trying to make sense of it, but it is not making sense. For me, when I will be, I will take you to court.
No, he's not going to do it, Princess.
You see, I
He's
said,
not
if
gonna
I
do
were
it.
him,
You know why they're not going to do it? They are playing games. Huh? Biago will leave his job and they're going to pay Biago every month. Huh? He's not going to be in that operational thing.
Because I just imagine I'm here. I work at Freedom. Something happens and someone investigated me and they said, okay, I did something that is not to be done
Yeah.
as, a worker here. My boss been say, okay, Alessa, you are dismissed. You no longer work at Freedom. I say, okay, I go and sit down. But you do nothing. You're not working here again.
Yeah.
I should be able to sue you because the whole country finish knowing, say, oh, I take pick off on a person, I take pick off on that person. Right? And now you come back to me and you're telling me go sit, because if you're still going to be in your position, that is going to, undermine,
Raise questions.
Exactly,
about-
raise
yeah.
questions, and it is also going to undermine the investigative processes of this entire drug situation. So go home. Me, I will not go home. I will take you to court. But now, because you cannot take anybody to court because you know what's up.
No.
So if you try,
you know Gugu Jumugu,
you know, you don't know.
You say you don't know, and that is what some of these things we and like Princess was saying, let us just inform the public. Those of you who going around and saying the former vice president is involved in drug, is saying drug, no. The scene where the police chief is being accused of taking 8,000 of the 10,000 that was presented by the same people from the drug. It is an allegation or accusation brought against the former vice president. Now, with the issue of drug, you cannot go put anything to say, oh, let the government hold it here and let the person go home. Like
No,
other
you can't.
cases that you can see.
Like the one you call your bond,
Yeah.
or bill.
Yeah. So the one here
You cannot be billed out.
It's compulsory that you go. The only thing the government can do, that what they say is non-bailable. You can go sit down in the Montreal Central Prison. That only guarantee the government has on that. So that is the reason you see the former vice president is in prison. She's not there because it is already confirmed that she's selling drug. No, you have to know this. The scene where the intelligence chief of Waka police took $10,000 to protect the white people that were on their friends that were on the video that were caught, that came for the drug, to escort the drug to Great Britain. The same way the police intelligence chief took 10,000 from them and gave Gregor Como 8,000 and took 2,000. That is the same accusation. So it left with Gregor Como to come and say, no, me, I didn't take money. And that is the same case with the vice president.
And that's where we are.
Huh? Y'all getting it? So I don't want you people to be passing around and say, oh, the woman needed people, oh, the woman did it. No, that's not how it is. The law they wrote about the drug issue is say, when you go sell drug, when you this drug, when you do drug, when you involve in drug, the only guarantee the government has is to go and lock you up to South Beach.
You'll be there and waiting.
You will be there and be going to the court. If that case get more than 2 months, you move from the court, you go back to the this. Now, after the judgment, the last day for that hearing, and then they look at all of the cases, all of what you said. The vice president said, oh, the people say I take money, I take money for drug. The people came here, they say, oh, they will do what? They will support my organization. They gave me 200 the other day, they gave me 300 the other day, that the last 15,000 they brought. I don't know anything about drug. When the people who looking in the case, when they look at it, they say, but they think, why you can't accuse the woman, why you no proof? You all know how many, they want to prove case, they can just talk BBT. When they go look inside, nothing there, then the judge will say, man, Taylor, go home.
Yeah.
So it's like we in the middle of the football field. That's where we are. It is not that the government of Braka caught the woman selling drug. No.
So you know what? And I say, what any Leroy Harris, not to South Bishop.
Yeah.
And I say Makura, whoever they were now called to headquarters, but I want CA.
Yeah.
I want CA because that's, I mean, at this critical point, that's where we are.
Yeah.
That's where we are. So people are going to keep asking, and we are going to keep asking you, where is Leroy Harris? Is he at South Beach? When was he arrested? Because when they heard that, it was like a rumor, that breezed past.
Yeah.
Yeah. We saw the people into private bar, but we not see the men. So where the men are? That's the question.
That's the main question. So
what play the men are? In fact, not one man. Where are these people?
Yeah.
Where are these people? And if you're going to tell me that Biako was maybe dismissed because he has some ethical problem or whatever, what kind of ethical problem? Is
Yeah.
it because of the pickup he took or not? Because you cannot play in our face with, oh, it is maybe an ethical, whatever you're going to describe it as. And then this man is sitting home and you're saying he has maybe no link to the cartel or whatever, but he is sitting home because of ethical breach or however you call it. You're playing in our face. No clarity, no clear explanation for what happened, how it happened. Liberians are just moving with just the random conversations, And this country, we have a huge portion that is gullible. This is not an insult. This is a fact.
Yeah.
When people hear something, especially people who are part of the gullible group, they don't care to further investigate.
And that's what we're doing here today.
Yes.
Yeah, to tell the people, because
Exactly.
that's the news now. You go in the community, oh, the woman saying, oh, the woman part of John. No.
Exactly.
No.
When
we're
they hear
getting that
one
clear.
thing, like the way they're carrying it.
Yeah.
So I think it is also upon, I don't want to say upon it, you have to even say the government, because the people who continue to update the public on a daily basis about what's happening, they should be able to explain properly what this case is all about, who are the people who have been arrested, who are the people waiting for a trial, all these pieces of information, but nothing.
No, they're not going to do it. They just want to prove a point. So
exactly,
the concentration there is not what you're saying. That should be the logical thing to do.
That should be it. Because this thing is, as I said, it should not be political.
Yeah.
Liberians should understand what's happening with the investigation. You don't need to give us, classified pieces of information. No, that's not what we're saying, because we're not investigators. So you don't need to tell us all those things that are classified. You need to tell us the things that are to make sure Liberians are understanding,
the procedures
thank you.
around, the entire case. So
every
people,
process, the more that you're planning wedding, when you go for a wedding meeting, you update people, oh, we're paying the dowry. They deal Saturday the week. We're paying the dowry Saturday, and after 3 weeks we're going to have the bridal party are going to meet. This is the bridal party and the parents are going to meet. There's this. So at every point you update the public on what's happening. It makes it easy to get rid of speculation, but no. Greg will just can't see a thing, go sit down. And then the president will say, oh, I have confidence in you. Keep working. I'm going to support you. And people clap. Yes.
And I think I have serious
it is a problem.
And when you say these things, President, while I observe on this drug issue, I now understand that nobody loves this country. Everyone has a side to defend and protect.
Oh, of course.
That's my opinion, and that's what I have seen so far.
That's a fact. I will tell you.
Because now, what is happening with this drug issue today? The people who defending these things, take those people and put them in opposition. The ones who are not defending, take them, put them in government. There were mistakes made by the past government, even the past leader. There were some decisions that some of us look at and say, no. Now, we look at this government and they are trying to repeat the same thing. Even the president. Look, when you have a case in your home and people are trying to investigate, the logical thing to do, Princess, is to keep everyone on their toes. But when you start defending some of your children up, a particular child, then even if that person took that thing under pressure, he's going to be relaxed. But you know why the society today will still believe that Gregory Coleman is part? I don't need for a broker to come and tell me, say, he backs Gregory Coleman. I don't need that. I have nothing to do with that. I don't need somebody to post on Facebook to come and say, oh, they get a person this, they get a person this. In my own logical conclusion, it is not possible for all of the guys who are working with Gregory Coleman to be caught in the stink And one Bwaka can tell me, say, oh, I trust your ability on fighting drug.
And not just caught, they're referencing. Oh, I got a call from my boss.
Yeah.
I got a call from my boss. You know, so it is.
And so many things that are supposed to need a Bwaka to come tell me, oh, I trust Gregory Como. You just telling me that you are not serious, Mr. I don't know, President Bwaka or whatsoever. No, princess, this is fact. I don't like people. Let me serious, princess. My entire life, I hate lies and I don't like pretense.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You know, when I say sometimes I get angry with some people, they can wonder. Because I don't like lie. I don't appreciate pretense. President Bwaka knows that, hey, his son was called. His son interacted with those people. Gregory Como knows. All of the people in the police circle, they are aware of some of these things that are happening. And one Bwaka just said and say, oh, I trust the police chief. And you want me, because I am a citizen of this country, to just go with a president? No, I'm just going to say the president is not serious. He's not serious. Because imagine President Bwaka has gone for all of these people who were caught. Because when you started, you said the government was saying, whether you part of the government, whether you're not part of the government, no matter who you are, no matter your position, regardless of your status, will go for you.
Yeah.
The same government that made that decision comes back and say, oh, the ORC didn't do anything, but he needs to go.
So it was established that the ORC received material gift, which is the pickup, right?
Yeah.
That's a car. So when it is already established that he received that, isn't it equivalent to receiving gifts as well from the cartel? So why?
But, we don't get brain. We just get,
because I don't understand it.
We don't have brain.
and someone, a very good friend of mine, we were having a conversation yesterday after work, and he said, "You are saying the former vice president received gifts, not on one occasion, but on, I think, 3 or more occasions from the quote unquote cartel, people who are linked to drug trafficking, right? So where are those people? You getting the point? Emola, you're saying criminal facilitation.
Yeah.
So who is the person?
The person who you facilitated.
Exactly. So yes. So where are these members of the cartel who, are sharing gifts?
But you know
them.
part of the people that the government charge the other the country.
You see?
They will call you in the night and tell you, say, my man, that the person has caught you to Sierra Leone border. Go there. From Sierra Leone, you can go.
Yeah.
Let the person has caught you to, they're not going to pass to Guinea because they know what's happening to Guinea.
Where are you probably?
Huh? They're not going to try that.
No.
They tell you go to Sierra Leone or go and use the side of Africa Coast. Go. And after you have left the country, after 4 or 5 days later, the same government can put your name on list.
And you're nowhere to
and
be
say,
seen.
In extension, they start speaking that out.
Yeah.
Look.
And some of the apologists of this government, they're on social media. I don't like to say too much about them. Oh no, Leroy is at South Beach. This person is there. For me, I'm not saying I'm there. I won't see. No, for real.
That one of my friends, she said she can't help you.
Yeah.
But I won't see it.
And an analogy. So you have 2 children. One person is hyped, so you think this person is wild.
Yeah.
And you have another child who always all that kind of thing. So favoritism.
Yeah.
You think Adrian is the person who is he behaves well. He doesn't really cause any trouble. You get issue with Alexa because Alexa is always like this, always active. 5 minutes too long. Send out 2 women, I would say, because in the African home, somebody get pregnant, that everybody pregnant come from. So not Ajerum because I get Jeremina. Jeremina got belly. But unless I used to be seeing Jeremina going outside, I will come tell my mom say I saw Jeremina going outside. Say you just jealous because they get well behaved.
Yeah.
If we're better, you say, "Oh, our mistake." Yeah. But this person is being enabled by her parents.
Yeah.
So that's basically what's happening. You have the first group of people, and those people were accused, but they are being enabled. They are being shielded. So we can't talk too much about them.
Mm-hmm.
The OIC, the Boladin, even though there's not so Bible verses and stuff. And you also have Greg, whose name is in the center of all this name we're talking about.
Yeah.
They are being enabled, they are being protected, they are being, shielded because they're the favorites
Yeah.
of our father or our mother. And you have Alexa on the other end, you have Adjum on the other end, you have Oliver on the other end. They don't care. Our pa don't care about all, right? But our pa is talking about fairness. Our pa is talking about what? Fairness, honesty. But then he is showing favoritism on the other side. Why he doesn't care about what happens with these other people. But these people are accused of the same thing. You have fingers pointed at all these people. What does it say about our parents? It says our parents are hypocrites. It says our parents are walking contradiction because they're saying one thing and they're meaning other things. So I think that's basically what's happening. And this is nothing about, oh, you just saying the thing because of, no. I'm saying this with my full chest. I don't know if my chest full, but I'm saying this with my whole body. Right? If you are saying to me that regardless of who you are, what political persuasion you have, whatever political party you affiliate with, when your name is called, when your name is mentioned, or when we have you being accused of maybe drug trafficking, criminal facilitation, or whatever, money laundering, you will account. You will go lucky in the meantime while we're waiting for you to prove your innocence, or while we're waiting to prove that you're guilty. Right? Because that we don't want to say you get there, we'll get evidence to prove that you're guilty. We're waiting. But then when push comes to shove, obviously the diction changes. The diction changes, and then you have people defending here, you have people fixing things here, and then you have people being combative, not taking into consideration that you have Liberians who are so eager to understand what is happening. Liberians who are so eager to know where are we going to go from here. And then when you ask questions about where is this person? Where is that person? Has this person been called? Has this person been questioned? They're going to brand you as someone who is not okay. But reverse psychology, they are not okay. They are insensitive. Because you cannot dictate to someone what questions to ask. There are people asking all these different questions. Independent people, political people. So forget about the people asking and take into considerations the questions that are being asked. How does asking our people, the team that is investigating, to question certain people, how does that become a problem? Does that mean when you ask somebody a question, automatically that person is guilty? It means you're messing things up. Asking Joseph Wakai Jr. questions about, his connection with this, even though he wrote, still people want to know. Did you guys ask him formally as the investigators? How is this a problem for people to ask or for people to request? When you start to be very defensive, when people ask these questions, when people are concerned, it means you have a problem, because there should not be anything wrong with it. This man is not guilty. This man is just accused. So call this man and ask him a question. Or you're afraid that when you call him, he'll go to the area that he's supposed to go. Is that a problem? So like all of you are making it very hard in the country. And I saw one post that, everybody has become an expert. No one has become a security expert. I am not an investigator. What we do as people who are journalists, investigative journalism, you who are investigators in the security sector, you guys do something different. There are some things that may be similar, but your work is different, right? Your work is different. So people asking questions doesn't make, people asking questions, it doesn't mean those people are experts. Okay, you get a little child. This child is curious. This child asks you, Mama, how you born me? Then Africa, you tell the child say, don't all that thing that be people thing. Are you okay? When you're supposed to provide, clarity, you're supposed to explain to this child so that she cannot or he cannot get the information somewhere else and start to speculate or want to try on his or her own. That's a problem. So I think you guys need to be honest. You guys need to, we've said this over and over again. You guys need to be very honest and fair in everything you're doing. When questions are asked, go ahead. At one point in time, the Minister of Justice said we're not going to disclose anything to us.
Mhm.
That was the first one, the 19 point something million. So 19, and now we have 300 and some more. My question is, where are we? The former vice president is at South Beach. That is on pause. That is on hold until she goes to trial. What happens to the rest of the other individuals whose names were mentioned? Where are they? How far? Is this entire thing going to turn into just, Jewel Howard Tiller? Jewel Howard Tiller. Is it just going to be that now? She's one person.
Okay. Princess, I
Yeah.
want you to do something before we go to the line for our first segment.
Mm-hmm.
There is something that you go to where almost what you're saying to just buttress, and then we can open the telephone line to get our first segment, of course, and then we'll come back. Where you have the man name month ago or months ago. You can go there so the public can know where we headed in this entire drug issue from the front page Africa.
I can see good even though I'm wearing glasses. Is it here?
Yeah.
The man, okay.
Yeah.
The man named months ago.
Yeah.
Because sitting a few paragraphs down in the same broader investigation are men whose names have been circulating for weeks, sometimes months, without a single charge attached. Exactly. And without the country ever really stopping to notice how long that silence has run. Mark, you gotta put me on your back. Mark Egon Kwa ran operations at RIA, the same airport that has become this case's center of gravity. The place every road in this scandal seems to lead back to eventually. His name turns up on a rate of arrest back in June. That's like almost 2 months ago. Not a rumor, not a leak, an actual rape with his name on it in black and white. This is the feature writing, so you see all the nice, he signed off on a letter vouching for a distressed ship that Liberian troops are now chasing down off rivers. As this was the other day, suspected of ferrying more product. He was fired from his job. Again, he was fired. He didn't resign. He was fired in late July. And then nothing. He has not been arrested. By most accounts, he is currently helping investigators, a corporation that only started notably after his name was already public, after the firing, after the raid. Once staying quiet has stopped being an option.
That one person there.
One person.
The point to that place before you move forward, like I said, they know that the drug issue is non-biddable.
Oh, someone stayed witness.
So so when you work in the government and they give you the same accusation with juror, they will sack you from your job.
You go by the name.
But then they tell you, say, my man, you're not guilty. We'll come and use you as what? As witness.
What sense does that even make? The person is supposed to be on the other side. Why are you using
and this guy was the deputy to the airport.
Yeah.
A close friend that was recommended by Bwaka's son.
He was charged for the record.
Yeah.
This is a report by Front Page Africa, and we also talked about it.
On the radio. They say they see Rishi, but for him, that Bwaka's son friend
So go sit down.
So we now want him to go to South Beach. My man, go sit down to your hall. Move on to the working place. Go sit down to your hall.
Even with the controversial distressed ship.
Yeah.
That we don't know what it disappeared.
They're chasing it. Move forward.
So the next one is Jonathan Momolu tells similar story from a different angle. And his is, if anything, the more uncomfortable of the two. A security officer at the airport, he is tied not just to this year's case, but an older one that should have been a warning sign years ago. A 2023 shipment labeled as tea leaves that turned to be methamphetamine. Yeah. I remember I pronounced it what they say. Waved through an unauthorized gate while he was the senior inspector on duty that day. In between, he spent months moonlighting as a driver for the head of the Drug Enforcement Agency, a detail that sits uneasily in a country trying hard to convince itself and everyone else that its own drug agency isn't compromised from the inside. Momolu was questioned briefly. He went home the same day. He is free.
The men who were driving for the DEA bus. Why they say the DEA bus didn't do anything, but because they are part of the Unity Party and the drug issue that are non-billable, they don't want to go to jail. They say, my man, we finish with that man, let the man go to her.
So the uncomfortable question writes itself. The way these questions always do once you lay the timeline out aside. Why did it take 6 days exactly from arrest to a formal detailed rate for the former vice president? Why men named in rate since June are still walking around, still going home at night, still, as far as anyone can tell, living exactly the lives they were living before their names became part of Liberia's biggest drug story in years.
Yeah.
That's $1 million question that we are asking.
Almost the same thing you were saying.
That's the $1 million question.
So we're about to go to the telephone line. The question here is that accusations upon accusations upon accusation. Former Vice President Jua Howard Taylor comes from the opposition. She was also accused of dealing with drug cartel. Now, as Princess read, there are a couple of people who are in government, like the police chief said. Like the police chief confirmed to us that big hands are involved or were involved in the drug issue. Whether it was the 90 million or the 300 million drug issue, according to the police director, he knows big hands were involved. And for me, I see that as a threat to people who wanted to sack the police director and sell him to the public. Because the president's son used his influence over the police director to run that operation. Now, when it backfires, they wanted to sell the police chief. And he said, they think what you're on, that big hands inside the drug business. From there, they said, no, they bought brave. When we try, he would disgrace us. So what they did, all of the people that were connected to the drug issue, the driver of the head, the driver for the head of the DEA, who the government said go home, also received gift. Those two people, the government said they didn't do anything, but my man, y'all didn't do anything, y'all go home. Now the people who serious to fight drug. The other one who was the deputy Kwa at the Liberia's Rubber International Airport. They sent the man the rate. They sent the man a rate, but to charge the man, Braka and his people said no. Because as soon as they charge the man should be in South Beach, according to the law. According to the law. Whether you get money for the Morovia, according to what the drug law says, you cannot give money, you cannot give property. Boladin collected $10,000 US.
Bwaka who fighting drugs say no, that boy didn't go sit down home, but he not going to jail. He not going to jail. You think it's serious? And the same accusation they brought it to juror from Page Africa is saying this is like a fast track. 4G, as we'll call it in Liberia. Juror Uno case is too fast because the government wants to prove a point that the people are serious. And there are other gossip that are talking about what other people think the head of the opposition CDC will be talking. We'll go and talk about our peace, how our peace can be maintained in this country. But we'll go to the telephone line and pick up calls. When we come back, we'll talk about how Liberians can maintain the peace. There are speculations, there are gossip that the government of Liberia is trying to, chase other opposition political leaders, including the former head of the city, the former president of the Republic of Liberia. But how can we maintain our peace is what we're going to be talking about here in our second segment. Oliver Khan, Princess, and my name is Al. We're right here today. You can call us right now on Freedom Hub and be part of our first segment. You think the government of the Republic of Liberia with this issue of selective justice, a serious unfighting drug, is our biggest question right here today. We are, sorry, distraction. But we pick up calls, and let me do something quickly because when you go across the country, everybody, I know it's because of Facebook, it's because of this. Everybody has, their own thing to say. Everybody has what to say. You say your thing, and everybody wants for people to accept their opinion. Look, it is not because you have a phone, and so because you're capable of writing, and so your opinion should be accepted. No. A government that is serious to fight drug, you should fight drug holistically. But let's pick up some calls. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, go ahead. Your name and where you calling from?
Brother, people is still fighting just. Let them get some of the wrong way. The controller and the commissioner that serve for the board of culture and a culture of drug culture. Why the guy is running the commissioner of policy? They wrong way. After now, send it, go there, they said, oh, they just go here. The commissioner will know. My life, when I see a commissioner of the way, on camera, of policy, we are a commissioner that serve, or we are people that feel that board of open that culture there.
So you don't trust the government, pattern how?
I'm pretty sure the government is 419. Remember that only. You know what go do this here?
No.
The 419 are very whole system. There's the people have on it, but 24 hours talking about that. They like that way. Then the people decided to follow the owner. They don't forget about all the things. Why they carry back all the point? Why is the Rockville? That heavy drug that live on Rockville.
Yeah.
The commissioner that get up the shot there. Why the guy invite a commissioner to go and testify who came in the middle of the year? Who will ever appear that continue so they can bring it out?
Okay, thank you. Let's pick up another person. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, welcome.
How are you?
I'm okay.
This is David King. I don't even my resident. What is going on in our country? Like I said earlier, Yeri Museveni has come from Uganda and he's in Liberia now. Joseph Boakai is no different from Yeri Museveni. Joseph Boakai, I'm sure those. Just how Yeri Museveni behaves, Joseph Boakai behaves. And they are of the same age. The same age group. So why would you have a leader when your son who is caught they need and they heard on tape that if you were getting $2 million to protect a drug, they told Harry Curry, cooking and presented it in hand about 6 months. He gave it on the nation. 2 days later, he came on his country. There was a colonial number who called him on one side and threatened him, and he called them back, and after talking with them, he brought them. So is it now enough push to call Joshua Braga in for questioning Joe? Is it not possible interest? One member of the cartel where saying he to all the video that was trending on Facebook was never in that video. So you want us to sit here and believe that Joshua Braga does not know anything concerning the drug issue?
So many you don't trust the government performance on fighting drug? That what you're saying?
The government performance on fighting drug is prosperous. Nothing is holistic. I mean, nothing here that we can trust the government for.
Okay. Nothing here we can trust the government for. Let's pick up this caller.
Thank you, how you doing, my brother?
Yeah, I'm okay. Princess is here.
The princess.
Yeah.
The official spokesperson for the Venezuela movement, whether they do that, General Carwell. Actually, before trusting your God, President Boga is not ready to put just one. We need to be better investigator. That's the only way to go on. Because even certain people from the police, they say passing all around here and there. The call news, actually, they put out President Boga in somewhere, when you change all of that measure with the people, all the way here and there.
Oh, well, hello?
Good afternoon, Chief.
Yeah, welcome.
And good afternoon to Alexa.
Yeah, she's here.
I'm Francisco.
Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for your presentation. You people discuss to the public, but all the issues continue about these issues. I don't think Joseph Boga is in a position of fighting John. Because if you know that you are in a position of fighting John, the police RG should be called for questioning. You also say, if Joseph Boga should also be called for questioning. Because you can't take the comment just because you are in the area and you just quickly get how to solve it. If I have to proceed, Joseph Boga is not proceeding well. What the hell would have come questioning? So you want to say, my brother?
I understand the emotion. But please have to tell how many calls you can take, and then we will go to our second segment. Hello?
Yeah, thank you. I do remember the princess. I'm Spencer Mohammed, and I call for Down Coast on Hill, Winter Community, in the name of concern I pray for justice. Look, I do remember the little justice here at the table of justice. Eyes is blind, not because of being cosmetic. It's not because of being selective. It is because justice should be done to all men. But what we are seeing under this fight against the drug is done cosmetic, is done selective, and in my mind, President Boga is just playing and buying time and protecting the IG and that of his son Tantan because the evidence are clear. We are not manufacturing evidences against them. Gregory Coleman set up an investigative panel that was authorized President Boga to investigate, and the results are clear. The result is Wabo and Blake and stop drugs for Rossville State with 2 ambulances. And what do the ambulances, signal in our governance structure? The ambulances signal authority and authorization, meaning the drugs was being authorized to travel from Bumi, Rossville, straight to Moscow County. So if the government authorized the transportation of drugs and come back and be selective, then the government fighting drugs. In the first place, what was the government authorizing the transportation of drugs across our country? What you think? You transported the drugs to only come and tell us that you fight. Another hypocrisy is this. Magic Plan calling what? The Down Diago was being fired. Today, the state Magic Plan is writing about the police IG. Then the president says, they are covering you. What does that indicate? So, President Boga, you need to wake up, stop little.
Okay, he says President Boga needs to stop sleeping. Let's pick up this question. Welcome. Yeah, you live. Go ahead. Oh, he can't get me. Hello?
Hello,
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, calling for Grand Bassa Country District 1, Conseil National for Justice.
You think the government is winning the fight against drug?
General Princess, thank you for the show this evening. First of all, the causes are zero at all. Who took a drug from Vincent Town to Dwazon? Who took a drug from Dwazon to the airport? Who escorted the drugs? And the police traffic man said that he was instructed by a boss to escort the drugs to where he's going to carry. And where is the boss? So Jill, I said capital no, small no, the government is not ready yet, and they don't see it. But we're looking for the opposition. But opposition was not that. Anywhere they go, was not that. For the show.
Thank you. How many more we okay.
Yeah, really, I don't know.
Princess, I get more time. Go ahead.
So maybe we could take
Really?
5 more.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Hello?
Oh, but man, you need to check your phone.
When you
Hello?
call us, don't be listening to your
Yeah, I do. How you coming on?
I'm okay.
Yeah, this is Running Caddy, 1 million. We are sent follower of Abraham Gosling Williams.
Go on.
Ajirum and Elasa, thank you for the topic under discussion. Ajirum, our country is broken piece by piece, letter by letter, day by day, month by month, year by year. Our country is broken. Ajirum, I want the government and his surrogate to recuse themselves for the investigation, the independence. People come and do the investigation because it's just today. The people they are holding here to dismantle CDC, that they are whole player, they're not fighting job. They want to destroy CDC, and they want to remain in power. They want to perpetuate themselves in power for them to remain in power. That the kind of thing the people doing, they say they're fighting jobs. They're not just they're fighting. When you fighting jobs, you call Parkin, Peter King, Marco Brown. What are those people today? We cannot see them. The drinking, where have they or character for 27 years? They are character, you drinking that they kind of permanent woman in the society, you drinking in the mud, they fighting job. And that's just the people fighting.
They are not fighting jog. 4 out of the 2 out of the 5. Hello?
Good afternoon, Ajiru. Good afternoon, Alasa.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, the Civil Power Point for Justice is the more concerned that we're for justice. Thank you very much.
From West Africa is reporting that the fight of drug is kind of on speed with certain people, but slow with other people who are connected to the government. You want to agree with that?
Don't you? Yeah, I agree with they're talking with them, no number. They're talking it. If they come to opposition, then the people can use their own energy. You know what I'm saying? They want for irritation or move on their government official that need and just that police that just senior never in the government, they are in the job there. They want for attention or move on there and want attention or not move on there. They are let them when they put in the job and say out. And with that independent investigation, let me tell you, you know, Palestine, man, for their police that not even parry as well. You will not be on that investigation. You will not know what it says. And the investigation is to conduct. We will not agree with it as an independent investigation, and you must stay as far that the people independent investigate is throughout it up. I see the one important job, I see the one get drugs in the country here, then the one that period, and the one will see it, that independent investigation are sitting down, and everybody are sitting down, all the party are sitting down, that they will investigate is our fault. Then the whole one will know that you have it about. No, nobody will investigate that we will sit down and look at nobody wanted to investigate drugs that will cross our mouth. Will not agree. Let me tell you, my brother, they want to destroy anything. Yes, they will not destroy anything, my brother, when you listen to me. They will not destroy us. They will try, but they will not make it. Because they know, and the reason is because I say, with the matter of the cartel, that now, you make a parable that you not destroy us. We collect money, we buy land, we get a parable. That you steal the money, you buy parable, you come down, and you know we're prosecuting you. That money that you steal, your parable, that money that you steal, you get $10 million in the bank, we will prosecute what you get the money for. Even the money you go into your place to Ria, when you stop the money for, every buyer store in your money. When they take the money for, we will prosecute it. You take it out when you throw the money, will vote for you. Come from the people are killed new to day to my community. The people passing the day, Bwaka, you do what they want. We know you are out there, you know, or character. They will not have no one fighting warrior. Now, one day, you want out to kill anything. And now, one day, she brings the drum and cocaine in the country. You want to laugh on unity, but come to the land with fuck it, you want to bring trouble in the country.
Okay, thank you. Is it 4 of the 5?
Okay, I have 2 more to go
Okay.
and then we proceed.
Hello?
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah?
Actually, this is Washington Slope, and I come from Eastville.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say good evening to Alexa.
Mm-hmm.
You see, why you bring from the front page Africa, that is true. This government is not here for justice because justice cannot be selective. You cannot be arresting other people, putting charges on them, carrying them to service based on allegations. Then the same issue, another person who have been accused by the party all around, including the president's son. So what kind of justice? The government only came to go after people that are not supporting them. That what we've been observing from the day they got into power. They came here with moral access stuff. Going after access. You got someone for us, I get three projects around there, I get represented as police. They didn't go there to ask them how they managed to get all those things because someone for us supporting them. See, the government has set a stage that already create huge division in the country.
Huge division will take up our last
Yeah.
international caller and then go to our second segment. Hello?
Yeah, thank you, Jerome and Alexa.
Yeah, go ahead. Hello?
How you guys know system? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear
go
me,
ahead.
sir?
Go ahead.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead. We're getting you. Hello?
Well,
Okay.
okay, so I mean, the callers had their own views. Their views are theirs and theirs alone. And those views do not reflect the editorial policy of Freedom FM, Freedom Hub. So yeah, add your own back to you.
Somebody adding Shin today. But
Today I did to Shan. I was even leaving you. I gotta run.
somebody adding Shin today. But another thing that is important, Princess, and I think tomorrow we'll take our whole time to talk about that when Oliver is here, and then we can stretch on that. The peace of the country, Princess, it is even important more than this issue of drug. Let me tell anybody, the peace of the country is actually important. It is the only thing that everyone in this country needs to fight for. And like some of the callers said, because President Bwaka made the statement of breaking the cartel or breaking the CDC down during the campaign. And when the government came, there were some political statements and Rick Monroe that CDC party headquarters were actually broken down from a political point. That hasn't been verified. But how we see things and looking at what Front Page Africa just said that the newspaper sends, selective justice in the fight of drug. According to Front Page Africa, not according to Princess, not according to Oliver or Jerome Roosevelt, but according to a neutral newspaper, the newspaper is reporting that it sees, selective justice with the issue of drug, how Jewel Howard Taylor case. Look, in 6 days, she goes to jail. But weeks, months back, people who were connected to the government or people who are connected to the government are passing around in communities. They're eating their regular food. They play with their people in the night. They're drinking their alcoholic beverages. They still calling the police director. They're doing their regular things. And so in the view of Front Page Africa, the government of President Bouaka is not serious to fight drug. Now, there are other issues where people are speculating, and that will be our talking point today and tomorrow. Even coming to this station, there was other topic where people say President Weah could be next. Now, we want to tell everybody, it is not because of your personal feelings that what or where we have passed, we need to go back there because somebody or a political party or a group of people wanting to prove a point. No. What we see with Jua today, that the country is still peaceful, don't think you can do it to other people. And everyone needs to take the peace serious. Huh? The peace of this country is in your hand, and it is in Princess' hand, it is in Oliver's hand, it is in Arjun Roosevelt hand. You have your kids, they have their future, and you have to look up to them. You people who are in government, anything spark out tomorrow, you will not have a governmental job. So that your drug where you say you're fighting, fight the drug in a way that you have a line to cross or a line to stop to. Because any attempt to destroy our peace, we have our children to protect. Trust me. Everybody in this country loves their children. And everyone has their children's future to protect. So don't sit in your green and white and say the only way you can prove a point on drug issue is to go for somebody you want to refer to as a big gun because you think you want to destroy the CDC or you want to do certain thing. For me, I repeat, the peace of this country is even more than the issue of drug. So, Princess, I don't know if you have gotten the speculation. I don't know if you have heard, but for me,
I've seen a lot of.
I can get on the keke, I can get in bus or on the bus, or I can get in taxi. So I hear all of these things, but for me, the peace of this country matters.
I've seen a lot, and for some reason, I don't want to actually dignify this because. Oops, 1 minute, please continue. I have to.
Okay, so that's what we're saying. For me, like I always say, I know these people that we're dealing with. I know the people we're dealing with. Instead of concentrating on development, even if you go on social media today, you see people who were connecting, defending the government, defending United Party as opposition. They're getting angry. They're getting angry. Even for President Bouaka to have announced to the public that he's just the police chief for all of the things that are happening. And you think some people are not afraid that you people are dragging to a particular line where you want to destroy the peace of this country because you just want to prove a point? This is not Bouaka Republic. If you are a United Party partisan, if you are a United Party supporter, affiliate with the United Party, there is one thing that you can do for yourself in this country. Protect the peace of this country. Not because you want to prove a political point. Like I said, tomorrow we will take a whole time on this. Don't get in your mind. Because when you go on social media, other people say, oh, President Weah is not here. Then other people say, oh, when he comes, we'll do this. Oh, Bouaka, J, all of the CDC people, he wants to shoot the big gun. All I can say, the peace of this country is bigger than your opinion, is bigger than your president's idea, is bigger than your political party. It's important to everybody, and it's bigger than anything your eye can see. You fighting drug, you just running behind other people. And when your people are caught and they say do this, you don't want to do it, you shield other people. When it comes to people who are in opposition, you running with them, you running with the case like you, as though you serious. You think your political pretense will change things? I can tell the people in the Unity Party, your party is drowning. You don't want to hear it. You won't appreciate hearing this. But your political party is drowning. Because there are people who voted Baka because of his age and the so-called experience that he spoke about. But seeing the mess that they are creating every day in this country, and you think other people will stand and look, people voted based on change. You think we should be talking these things? You think we should be talking these things? Imagine President Baka saying the police need to do well. Imagine President Baka saying, look, the police collected $10,000 and with serious fighting job, let the police director be suspended. Imagine President Baka announcing that we see the deputy of the airport who is the friend to the president's son going to South Beach. Imagine Boladin is in South Beach today, and when Jua is arrested, they will close their mouth. They will be shamed because they will have nothing to say. Then we will know that, yes, the president of the Republic of Liberia is serious on fighting drug. But when the president's son is involved, then you say, take pen, get a man pen, get a man paper, let a man make speech, y'all go print it. And you want us to believe that President Baka is serious, and you targeting other people. Look, that your drug selective justice you people on. One thing Baka and his folks should put in their heads is to maintain our peace. We are not saying that you should not target people. We should not say that you should not target people or arrest people who are involved in the drug issue. But arresting people based on breaking a political institution, trust me, this country will be divided. We will say this without fear. And you people who going around today, you should also know that you are in government offices because of the peace that was maintained. The job we are talking about today, some of you were out of the country. Some of you are under the bed. When the United Nations used this man to bring peace to the country. But since this man is a trust to you, put it in the back of your mind that this peace matters to everyone. Oh, we'll break CDC down. Oh, when President Wiaka will arrest you, y'all go try and see. Tomorrow, we will take the whole time to talk about this because we will not sit and allow these things to happen. And I continue to tell you people, you have 6 years to do all of these nonsense. Any attempt, Mr. Baka, beyond 2030, and you think you do all of these things to hijack power, even if Monrovia will be divided. So you won't fire your drug with evidence. You won't fire your drug with proof. You won't fire your drug holistically. Don't sit at your house or in the path of the executive mansion where you people fail to develop, even though you burn it. You Baka sits today in the executive mansion comfortably. But those were the people who burned the executive mansion, and they were putting 13 million, 10 million, 5 million in budget. 12 years. They couldn't renovate the executive mansion. The man who lies better than his hair today. He renovated it, you died today. But then you say you want to target him because you have power. The only way Unity Party can maintain this power is by respecting the peace of the country. Because there will come a time where you will push somebody and you say, hey, you cannot push me through the wall. You think you can push Joe Weah through cement? And you think he will look at you and allow you to push into cement? No. Tomorrow will take a whole time. The peace of this country matters. It matters. You fighting Joy, you just acting a crazy group of crazy people that, go for the president's son. Let people see the president's son going to answer questions. Go for Boladin. Let the public see Boladin. Go for the ORC, the former ORC of the drug agent in Liberia, the DA. Let people see the man as you showed you all. You showed you all. Disgracefully. When you go on the international wires, you see the lady. Everyone says she goes to jail or she went to jail. President Khan said, the country is at a time bomb and we need to tell these folks, no Liberian is more Liberian than the other people. Maintain the peace. Maintain the peace. For 12 years, because for me, I know Bwaka can chakla things, he can sport things. He came as a president, we have our border here, Guinea took our border. He came here, we're buying our egg here, $25 liberty. He said he producing egg today, one egg at $50. People were living in their homes for 50 years, 40 years. Bwaka came here today, they broke the people home. His own life for 12 years, he was not able to manage it. Year 13, he was baking. Me, I know he can damage things. He will not damage our peace. There is one thing that President Bwaka will not damage. It's the peace of this country. It's the peace of this country. Prince, go ahead.
Okay, so we have like just few minutes to go. So for some reason, I wouldn't really want to dignify what the speculation that you said. But back to the peace of this country, people, I'm not sure people went to war because, they didn't know their names. I'm sure it was because of dissatisfaction. And at a point in time, especially at this critical point in our country's history where everybody is, just here and everybody doesn't know what is going to happen next with how the country is proceeding with investigation, rule of law, and everything else. I think the government of the day needs to listen more. I think that the need to. Sorry, I know, I know you said it. Don't listen. I know, but we still need to say it, right? I think the need to go back to their drawing boards and the need to have a holistic approach to fighting drug in the country. When I say holistic, I mean everybody. Front Bay Africa, that was a that's a beautiful story, and it was a beautiful read, by the way. Because imagine Mike, imagine Jonathan, imagine Joseph Boakai Jr., imagine Leroy Harris, and the first one that's Michael Brown, right, from the port. Imagine all these people. OIC, I forgot. Yeah, OIC, Johnny Boladin, Kolako, Kwabo. 7 individuals. I just listed 7. I'm not sure if that's all, but there was another guy. I'm forgetting his name. I don't eat his same or something. There's another guy, right? So we have 8 individuals aside the Italian or Colombian or however. We have 8 individuals. 8 individuals. These people are out, they're talking, they're pointing fingers, they're referencing the people or the person who has helped them, the person who instructed them. And we are seeing all these things, but you are not serious to reach out to them. So when it gets to a point where the people believe the need to take the laws into their own hands and protect themselves, protect their people, the people who have influence over them, I would not be surprised, Jerome. I would not be surprised because the laws of the country are available to protect the people, protect the state, and to also let justice be done to all regardless, without any favor or fear. That's why we have the laws. That's why we have the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
The Constitution is not here as, just to be there as a design. The laws of our country are not here because they are to be laws. They're not here just because we need laws in the country. They're not here just for the mission of it. The laws of the country are here because these laws are to be applied the way they are supposed to be applied.
Mm-hmm.
These laws are to be respected. Whether it is Jerome, whether it is Alexa, what he need?
Oliver?
No, the law is the law. What he need? Bidity, right?
Oh,
That's what he used to say, right? Okay. So if we're going to go by that, so why you don't want to use the same energy to handle those people the way you were handling or the way you have handled the former vice president? This is not a good image. Everywhere I listened to you while I was out there, everywhere international media platforms, they're talking about former vice president.
Yeah.
You're talking about these charges. You're talking about now she's at Central Prison in Liberia. People are talking about this. But no one is answering our questions. No one is addressing our concerns about these individuals, these guys who were, part of the joint security team. Because if you're part of LDA, you may not be one of the men that will go there, but some kind of way, your institution is part of the joint security of the country. So how, I like to pick my words, I like to pick my words. I don't like to be fishing for the best words to say what I want to say. And I'm trying so hard to do so.
Justice, how do you call it? Justice Soniwa? Curie? Q?
How different, please, how different is Greg Coben? How different is Bola Dean? How different is OIC Biako? How different are these people? And when it comes to your time, I said, no, they may not know nothing about it. Like, you have thousands of Liberians asking questions. And not just that. You had a very controversial situation about the cars, right? 1 minute, someone says, oh, we got these cars from here, and here.
Yeah.
People went behind. Wanto, yesterday I mentioned his name here. Wanto went ahead directly asking questions from the direct, sources.
Yeah.
You went to Brooklyn. You went to the other side. You went to that other side. And all the answers that came back, the answers that need answers from our people here in authority. Obviously. So we cannot keep doing this, and we think we're moving forward. We don't know where we're going, but we're going.
We are going.
We are going. We don't know where we're going, my people, and this is serious. That's why, for me, I'm done with the former vice president's situation because they're going to go to court starting tomorrow. Even if Oliver is going to be here, I don't sit over there. You ask me about what you say about former vice president, I would tell you. I'm done with it. I'm not going to make any comments. I'm going to wait until they're in court, and then we discuss, the ruling
We'll
of
be looking for other people.
Thank you. What I'm going to continue talking about, starting tomorrow, as I've started today, is asking question about where are those individuals? What happens to their case? What happens to their case? How can Mike, whose name was made public, you had different charges, and a letter later on was discovered to have been sent from him to Maritime asking for help and requesting that, in fact, when that disgraced vessel arrived to that area, all the people should just stay away from it. Yes. He asked for all privileges. I read that particular letter right here. He requested all privileges granted to the distressed vessel. What happened? The people who were sent, they were videographed, and after that, the ship disappeared. We don't know We say go up to today. We don't have new updates. Yeah.
I know that
What kind of
no,
was
that country leader.
National County
came, man.
Sports. National County Sports Meet.
On its way to Sano.
Yeah.
From there, it will come back again to Papulu.
Exactly. So for me, I will keep asking these questions. And asking these questions, I mean, it doesn't take anything away from me. It doesn't add anything to me as well. But it adds to, the Liberian people, because they want to know what has happened. They want to know what is happening. And everybody wants to know. At this point, the key is downstairs.
Princess.
Sorry. Everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to know. So Bob Gregg, I know you have the confidence of the president. That is good for you and your team. But please, Papa, don't buy begging you to the other. They're not begging you. If like me get all in noise name me, I would just sit down and say, please do your investigation. You know what I mean? Because I mean your name is in the way, and you don't want to be caught in it. So if you have everybody, I know you're going to share a Bible verse, you're going to share motivational quote from some powerful people in the world and everything else.
And these people, they don't follow up, they don't implement Bible verses. When they're in trouble, then they be posting it.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, I will recuse myself. I'm going to sit back and allow this investigation to happen. That is, I love my country and I want us to get to the bottom of this. But again, the thing about people in power and influence, you don't want to sit back because you think if you sit back, then a point is proven. This thing is not a proven point. It's about the honesty of this entire investigation.
Before we go, Princess, the American resign. You know what? They might get the people drunk. People they say you're saying all food. You get sis, or you're saying sis.
What's his name? Sam Gay, who became a national defense team.
I don't like to talk about him.
He said we're burning this, and according to them, they did.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So for any reason,
they may have to stay there for another consignment to come.
Nah.
So they're waiting for the one to pass. But that's it. Princess.
Just sit back and forget about it.
We have
and
to
I
go.
would still say we need an independent investigative team. You guys started with a narrative that the people here, the people here, they're doing the investigation. Please, we won't see the people there. We don't want to see things, but I just remember thing.
What did the people get? What did the people get with the minuscule information? But we'd like to say thank you. We'll be here tomorrow, which is our regular, calendar. We have our own calendar of weekend.
Yeah, we'll be here.
Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow, and then we'll rest. Our young chief, Ottawa Princess, is sending you a message wherever you are.
You will be dealt with.
No,
holistically.
She says, stay calm. She loves you.
Stay warm.
And she'll be waiting for you tomorrow. Myself, would love to see our young boss
Jesus' second coming
tomorrow.
Please.
So thank you ever so much. We'll be
have a pleasant time, and please be careful. The weekend is almost here. Before you go clear your side again, and you come back.